When I was pulled out of history class the other day by an assessor, and I was told that I had the opportunity to make a speech at graduation, I jumped on the opportunity. But my first question was, okay, so what am I going to say? So now that I've wasted 20 seconds of your lives, let me start at the beginning. 6th grade. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't really know anyone who looks back at 6th grade and thinks, I was at my absolute coolest then. First of all, in 6th grade, everything is new and strange, and all the 8th graders are terrifying. Personally, I wish I could redo 6th grade, but I cannot, unfortunately. It was, however, a very good introduction into my middle school life. I know that there are those nights when we're up at midnight or later, and we look back at 6th grade and think, we complained then? But, at least for me, the transition between 5th and 6th grade was a very stressful one. Do you remember that Aztec Inca Maya museum? That was awesome. That was awesome. We did graduate this year at the bottom of the food chain, and the next year when we came, we were a little bit older and a little bit wiser. I walked through the door and was hit immediately with the smell of Axe body spray. 7th grade had begun. This was the grade where I finally figured out that being nice to people was the best way to make friends rather than be awful to people for who I dislike for absolutely no reason whatsoever, policy that was in place beforehand. I was halfway successful. Every once in a while I'd say something I thought was cool, but really was not. Like, really was not at all. But I did make progress, so overall, 7th grade was a good year. Teachers, by the way, I don't know why I haven't talked about the teachers. This speech is incredibly narcissistic. Teachers, we love this. 6th, 7th, and 8th. Principals, learning coordinators, guidance counselors, you're great. Seventh grade, much like 6th grade, came to an end. 3 months and 1 bar mitzvah later, I was back at Spring Rogers, this time in 8th grade. It's true. I think that the first moment where I really realized that I was in 8th grade is on the first day at lunch, when I looked out at the lunchroom and thought, I can sit anywhere, and no one's going to judge me. It was fantastic. The idea of dominance followed me throughout all of 8th grade, as I'm sure it did all of you. Next year we'll feel like 6th grade again, but we'll be able to work ourselves back up to the top. So let's go into this with our heads held high. Let's do this thing. Spring Harbor Middle School, class of 2016.